I'm Mark Milanese of Milanese Remodeling. I'm proud to be a board member of the Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce, and I'm happy to sponsor this episode of Western Chester County Checks In. Please do think of Milanese Remodeling when you plan to improve your home with either outdoor living, awnings, decks, patios, or sunrooms, or for exterior remodeling of windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Please enjoy the show.
Good morning and welcome to Western Chester County Checks In, this week presented by our friends at Milanese Remodeling. I'm your host, Justin Chan. It is Wednesday, May 5th, 2021, and we are coming to you live from our offices at the Lukens Executive Office Building in downtown Coatesville. We have a great show for you today, including an update on the ribbon cutting event that we just hosted at Creation Cottage in the Midway Arts building. We have a member segment on Beaver Insurance in Thorndale and another fun member segment at the Golf Zone in Honeybrook. First, we wanted to tell you about some upcoming chamber events in the next few weeks. First is the Young Professionals Happy Hour event that's coming up at the World of Beer in Exton from 5 to 8 p.m. on May 19th. As we like to say, the young and the young at heart are welcome at this event, so don't feel like there's not an age maximum for who can come to that. We have a ribbon cutting event for Midway Arches at St. Cecilia's, and that's on Wednesday, May 26th at 4:30. And we have another happy hour at Stargazer's Vineyard. That's June 8th, 4:30 p.m. I believe all these events are free, so get on our website and register just so we know how many people are coming. Visit our website for that, westernchestercounty.com. Speaking of ribbon cutting events, we were out last week for the ribbon cutting for Creation Cottage in the Midway Arts building. Our communication coordinator, Rachel, reports that story for us.
Thank you, Justin. I'm Rachel Cathell with Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce. Today we're at the Midway Arts building to celebrate a ribbon cutting ceremony for Creation Cottage. We're going to go upstairs and speak with the owner, Tabitha.
Like everybody, you kind of go through a time in your life where you're not very happy. You seek things outside of yourself, looking for happiness. The void can't be filled. And, I went through a very dark time in my life, probably like 12 years ago.
After a dark period in her life, she decided to start Creation Cottage.
We started Creation Cottage not in brick and mortar, but we started by doing retreats. So we would do our yearly Back to Your Roots retreat. And the first retreat, I think we had 30 people come, 30 women, and we taught holistic education.
Tabitha hosted several successful retreats and decided it was time for a physical location.
I explored different options of where I was going to go and how that was going to look. And I remember driving through Coatesville one day, and I look in my rearview mirror, and I saw a sign that says, "Now leasing artist studios." That's where it directed me. It directed me to Coatesville. Here I am in the Midway Arts building. We've been here for 2 years, and we started in a small studio down the hallway. And we since have, over COVID, we moved down to this space, and we listened, and we laid floor, and we painted, and created Creation Cottage here.
Creation Cottage offers multiple avenues for holistic health and education.
Creation Cottage, we bring in holistic education. So whether that's holistic education through the creative arts, through singing, through dancing, through yoga, through meditation, we teach Reiki workshops. So Reiki is a hands-on healing modality.
In addition to services to individuals, Creation Cottage has the Collective program.
We have the Collective now, which is a group of practitioners who have their own businesses and want to branch out holistically and develop their own things. So this is their starting point. We have a membership program here to allow them to get the tools they need to build their businesses so that they can flourish and kind of branch out to the community.
Tabitha explains people come to Creation Cottage during a major shift or change in their life.
I think the person that would come into this building would probably, it usually starts with some kind of shift. Again, mentioning the fact of, I think, therefore I am. So then asking those questions inside of yourself as to, is there more than to the patterns that I lead in life? Is there more to, the things that I was taught growing up? Like it's a self-search, it's a self-discovery.
She explains what's coming up for Creation Cottage.
So we are going to be incorporating a lot more yoga classes into the schedule come June. We're going to have a full schedule of yoga, meditation 101, getting down to the very basics of meditation. What is it? Experiencing, exploring breath work. And hopefully we'll continue to get more holistic practitioners in here so they can teach different healing modalities that resonate with different people.
Chamber President Greg Vitry talks about the value of new business in Coatesville.
We're always pleased to see businesses expanding and thriving in Coatesville, benefiting our region, especially with this unique business.
County Commissioner Josh Maxwell was also in attendance.
We have a goal of making sure that we revitalize our only city in Chester County. One of the really special places and special communities, I think, in all of Southeast PA. This is a really tight community that rallies behind itself, rallies behind each other.
We thank the community for coming out to support this new and upcoming business in the Midway Arts building. Visit their website to find their upcoming classes. Reporting for Western Chester County Checks In, this is Rachel Cathell.
1, 2, 3. Yay!
Thanks, Rachel, for that report, and congratulations to Creation Cottage. We look forward to seeing even more small businesses opening in downtown Coatesville soon. It's time for our Member Minute segment this week. Ashley Pierce, our new member engagement specialist with the Chamber, and I had a chance to go out to the Beaver Insurance Agency in downtown Thorndale.
Thanks, Justin. I'm Ashley Pierce from the Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce. We're here today at the Beaver Insurance Agency, and we talked with Larry a little bit about the history of the business.
I graduated Millersville University and came to work with my dad. My dad was Jerry Beaver. He started the Allstate Agency in 1978. So we're coming up on 43 years now as a family. And I worked for him for 5 years. He taught me the business, and then I became an agent on my own in 1997. So I guess if you count everything up, I'm coming up on 30 years in the business.
Larry's son, Andrew, tells us about his role in the business.
I grew up here with the family business. It's something that existed before I was born, so we've kind of always been around it, and started working here in middle school and high school, got officially licensed at 18, and I've only done insurance really since then, and we love it. It's all I've ever really known.
Rob tells us how he got into the insurance industry.
I've been here since 2015, so going on maybe 6.5 years now. Came out of college working in claims with a different insurance company, so I've got a lot of background both on the sales and the service side.
Beaver Insurance Agency is a multi-generational family business.
Seeing that my dad started, like I said, we're 43 years now representing Allstate as the Beaver Insurance Agency, and my sons are in the business as well as my wife, so we're trying to get to that third generation of representation.
They offer a full range of insurance services.
Here at the Beaver Agency, we offer all different personal lines, so auto, home, and life insurance is what we usually like to say, but that includes everything that you can drive, so cars, motorcycles, RVs, ATVs, the fun toys like jet skis and boats and golf carts. We do the homeowners insurance, renters, landlords, investment properties, that kind of thing. Life insurance, all different types. And then we also get into some light commercial.
Beaver Insurance works with their customers to avoid common insurance pitfalls.
So common mistakes that people make is that they don't have enough insurance to protect their assets, especially now with COVID. People are looking to save a lot of money on their insurance, but we always want to make sure that they balance the budget with the proper protection limits, making sure that they're not underinsured. We also want to help folks that are starting their new business or new venture with COVID. A lot of people have taken this opportunity to grow and expand. So we want to make sure that we're helping them insure their business and protect their life.
Andrew tells us what sets their agency apart.
I think for us, I mean, we really care. We're a family-run business. We've been doing this so long that we've seen insurance and how it can really impact people's lives when you have the right coverage, and how it can really mess things up when you don't have the right coverage. So we pride ourselves on taking it slow, making sure the coverage is really what the client needs, going over everything to make sure it's something they can afford, and kind of balancing the budget with the coverage that the customer actually needs.
Community is important to the Beaver family.
We like to stay involved in our community. We volunteer. Both Aaron and I are on the board for the Parksburg Point Youth Center. It's a small youth center up in Parksburg, helping youth with schoolwork, on to college. It is a Christian-based organization, so they give some kids instruction in that area as well. And then we also volunteer on the Cedar Brook Camps of Pennsylvania board. Aaron is the treasurer, and I am on the fundraising committee. And so it's another Christian-based organization that works with young people, and we have a summer camp right there at Telhigh in Honeybrook.
The third generation of the family is excited for the future of the business.
My brother and I are hoping to take over the agency here in the next year. We look to continue to serve the county, the third generation insurance agents, and we want to continue to expand our impact in the local community.
It sounds like the future is very bright for the next generation of the Beaver Insurance Agency. Reporting for Western Chester County Checks In, this is Ashley Pierce. Back to you, Justin.
Thanks, Ashley, for that report, and thanks for the Beaver Insurance Agency for letting us visit. It's always really cool to hear about a multi-generational family business going into their now third, right? It's first, second, third generation, which is really cool, and we wish them the most success as the next generation starts to take over. If you'd like to have your business or nonprofit featured on our show, we'd love to have you. Reach out to our communication coordinator, Rachel. You can see her information on the screen there, rachel@westernchestercounty.com. Time for our second Member Minute segment. This was a fun story for us to do. I feel like Jonathan Wright and I always get the fun ones sometimes. We were out to the Golf Zone Family Fun Center in Honeybrook to learn a little bit more about that business.
Thanks, Justin. Today we're at the Golf Zone in Honeybrook. We're going to check out some of the facilities such as the driving range, the go-kart track, the miniature golf. But first, let's head inside and hear from managing partner George McNamara on some of the recent upgrades he's done to the facility.
I got involved 7 years ago as a partner at the Golf Zone, and we decided to make an effort into revitalizing it. It was pretty run down. It needed a lot of work. So it was a question of whether we were going to sell it or try to change it and fix it. So we decided the latter, and it's been very successful so far.
Golf Zone recently added 4 state-of-the-art golf simulators. These can be played indoors all year long.
Well, we put in 4 simulators, state-of-the-art simulators by Foresight Golf. We have about 35 golf courses you can play. There's a launch monitor, there's games for kids, there's different contests, close to the pin, longest drive. So it's been a great experience. It keeps us going all year long. And when I first started here, basically wintertime was dead. But now we're actually really thriving in the wintertime. So it's become a 12-month business for us. It's been a home run.
Not just a traditional driving range, but one that's fitted with top tracer technology provided by Topgolf is available here at the Golf Zone. Let's take a look and let's find out more.
It's state-of-the-art technology. It's the same technology you see on the tour. You see the ball being traced. And we get customers coming a long way. We were the first in Pennsylvania to have it. I think there's 3 now that have it. And I get people coming as far as Hershey, Pennsylvania, and Wilmington, Delaware.
Not just for expert golfers, but for beginners as well. Customers can come and experience some great coaching by the team and staff here at the Golf Zone.
We have a different approach to coaching than most. We don't teach, we coach. Teaching assumes I know something you don't, I'm going to give it to you. Coaching assumes you already have what you need, let me draw it out of you. So we do it a little bit differently. As far as our customers, we have a sign out there saying, if you're having trouble with your swing, stop in, we'll take a look. We've developed a great lesson trade, a lot of people coming in. Right now I'm booked about 3 weeks out for lessons.
Located on 322 in Honeybrook, the Golf Zone is a longtime member of the Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce. Let's hear what it means to George.
I support it any way I can. And whatever I can do for any of the businesses and vice versa, I look forward to doing it and look forward to getting more involved in the future. We're still in the growing stages here. I think I have about another 1 year to go, and I think all our plans will pretty much be finalized. And after that, I intend to do more with the Chamber.
With so many recent upgrades at the Golf Zone, you might think that they're done improving their business, but that would be far from the truth. Lots of things to come in the future here. George tells us a few of them.
We have a whole big area on the left side with 14 bays. We're going to enclose, just like the one enclosure. We're going to put 14 more top tracers in, so we'll have a total of 28 top tracers. We have wine and beer license coming, hopefully by probably mid-June. That's going to add a different dimension to it. We have a solar farm. We signed the lease for a solar farm in the back 40 acres, so we'll have a solar farm going in the back. We'll be completely solar once they go in, which will lower our electric bills. We have 7 pads out front for development that just been zoned commercial. We're talking to a couple places. Hopefully, got a shot at maybe a Wawa coming, or I know Freddy's Hamburgers is coming within 2 years.
If you think the Golf Zone is just for golfers, think again. This is a place for the entire family.
I've got a big windy, we call it Python track up on the right-hand side of our facility. We have 14 go-karts, 4 kids carts, 12 adult carts, and 2 tandem carts, tandems for a parent and a child to ride around. Quite popular. They're really, really busy. Once the season starts, just all the time. The kids carts range, you have to be between 8 and 11 to ride the kids carts, and 12 and above you can ride adult cart. Again, we replaced all the carts 2 years ago, so they're all brand new carts. And it's a lot of fun. So a family can come here and play miniature golf and go-karts and hit some balls in the range, or use our simulators. They can spend a lot of time here, and that's what we're shooting for. I mean, our brand is Family Fun Center, and that's what we intend to do for people, to bring your family here, feel safe, and have a lot of fun.
Well, we certainly thank George McNamara for having us up to the Golf Zone Family Fun Center today and showing us around from the driving range to the miniature golf to all the indoor simulators. It really is a special place, and we are thankful that we have it here in the Western Chester County region. I'm Jonathan Wright from the Wright Agency, reporting for Western Chester County Checks In. Back to you, Justin.
Thanks, Jonathan, for that report, and thanks to all of the folks at the Golf Zone in Honeybrook for having us. I know it's a little rainy out there today, but just know you can still visit there. They've got those great indoor simulators you can use, and most of their outdoor driving range areas are under cover. So I'd imagine you can still have a good time even in the rain, which is a really cool thing. So that's going to do it for our show today. Just wanted to mention a little staffing change here. Our technical director, Justin Kuiper, a great friend of mine, roommate of mine, is taking another job. So he's not able to do the show anymore for us. So our new employee, our new communication coordinator, Shannon Solly, is taking over for me for that. She's over here, and she's in our office 3 days a week. So if you're by, stop in and say hello to her. We have a great show coming next week, again sponsored by Milanese Remodeling. We have a great story about them and a few more stories we're working on now. So that'll do it for our show today. I'm your host, Justin Chan. Enjoy the rest of the day, stay dry, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.